Welcome into an hour-long edition of Charlotte Sports Live. I'm Grace Grill alongside Mike Lissette tonight.
Grace, it is never easy to find the silver lining when you start 1-10 like the Panthers have, but that's where we come in. Now, we've got things to go over. We've got big plays. We've got Hornets, but you know what? Before we can discuss all of that other stuff, I'll show you what happened this afternoon in Nashville. Frank Reich feeling the pressure going into this one. And the start of this game was certainly not helping matters. On Carolina's opening drive, Titans defense all over, and I mean all over Miles Sanders. Panthers only had 107 yards of offense in the half. Tennessee, they were slow to get going, however, at the end of the first. Derrick Henry able to break through, hit at the goal line. Let's take a look at this replay. He was in. It was 7-0 Tennessee.
All right, second quarter, Panthers drive. They're down 7-3, and it gets worse. Bryce Young strip sacked. Titans get it back deep in Carolina territory.
And they'd cash in. We've got another Henry sighting, picking up his second touchdown of the day. 14-3 Tennessee. However, that would not be the score going into the locker room. End of the quarter, Titans looking for more, and they would get it. Will Levis, he was drafted after Bryce Young. He came through with a big third down conversion. That would set this up. A 53-yarder from Nick Folk. It was good. Panthers down 17-3 at the break.
All right, second half, Carolina at last able to put together a successful drive. After getting all kinds of time, Young finds the open man. It's Chuba Hubbard, and that is a gain of 25.
And the Panthers got a little desperate, and we like it. The 4th-and-2 gamble results in the first rushing touchdown for the team since week 6. Chuba on the score, 17-10. Panthers down only a touchdown. But then, just when you thought this one might turn, Carolina couldn't capitalize. They missed on a big third down conversion there. And then later in the game, we showed you this one. This was the 4th downer that stealed it. They couldn't get the yardage they needed. Carolina would go on to lose this one 17-10. They're now 1-10 this year. Send it back out to Carly Gephardt inside Nissan Stadium tonight.
Well, the mood here at Nissan Stadium is certainly not a great one as the Carolina Panthers fall to 1-10 on the season against the Tennessee Titans, and frustration has really trickled down to all areas post-game after this one. There were multiple reports saying that David Tepper was seen leaving the Panthers locker room, shaking his head, yelling an obscenity as well, and so that frustration certainly seen by multiple players, and even Bryce Young, who we know how even-keeled that he can be, but certainly the frustration was shown in the game today and after the game. Bryce Young was 18 of 31 today for 194 yards. We mentioned that the offensive line had to protect him a little bit more, but that wasn't the case. I mean, I guess against the Cowboys, they had 7 sacks today, maybe a little bit better because he only took 4 sacks today. But again, he is under duress, under pressure throughout the game, and that affects everyone. We saw Bryce Young pick up at least 23 yards rushing in this game, and certainly some good moments by Bryce Young as well, as we saw some pretty good catches from Stephen Sullivan, a couple from Jonathan Mingo, and even DJ Chark getting into this game. But again, the offensive line, their protection, that is an issue. Also, injuries continue to be an issue as they were already without Austin Corbett going into this game. And then Chandler Zavala and Cade Mays both got injured in this one. So certainly not helping the turnstile of players that are in and out of the offensive line as they try to figure that out. But they know as a whole, the offense has to play better. Here are the guys after this one.
We got to do a better job on offense, coaching and playing, as far as, protecting the passer. Just too many sacks, too many pressures, and then, holding calls. We got to do a better job.
We all don't feel great, but we just lean on each other in these moments. That's really all we can do.
I think at the end of the day, though, you look yourself in the mirror and you say, how can I get better? How can I prepare better? How can I get myself ready to go on game day better? I don't know. What else can you do? You can't. There's nothing you can do. You can't make excuses. All you can do is just look yourself in the mirror and say, how can I get better? How can I help this team? How can I lead better? And then you go back to work.
And I mentioned this on Black and Blue post-game live, but Bryce Young now has 40 sacks on the season. His rookie season, that is 5th most through the first 10 career games of anyone dating back to 1963. That is when they first started keeping track of sacks. And so a lot to be had with this offense. And still the season is not over. 6 more games left for the offense to try and figure things out, to try and get their second win of the season. We're now going to toss it to Al and Gabe to break down the offensive woes even more, guys.
Appreciate it, Carl. We got the 10-year NFL vet and former Panther defensive end Al Wallace joining us here in our Charlotte studios. Al, a really tough loss to watch today, especially you being a former player, especially when you look at this offensive side of the ball. They had pretty much every chance to win this game, but just couldn't put anything together there late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they've struggled all season, and the most important thing, and I believe this and always have, that football starts at the line of scrimmage, and when those guys can't protect Bryce Young, you see the injuries, things they can't help, but some of the veterans that they're depending on, like Ike Ekwonu's just giving up sacks and pressures and penalties, it really hurts the product on the field. It really, just stunts the growth and development of Bryce Young as a quarterback.
And when you look at that late play call on 4th and 6, a screen. I mean, we were here watching the game, and it was a very questionable call, I believe, just to have that at that time of the game. When you have to win the game, you don't have any timeouts left.
It's become the identity of this offense. It's become predictable for opposing defenses. And I go back to Minnesota when Bryce was in that similar situation with Brian Flores, an aggressive play caller on defense. And Frank Reich put those plays in, those checks for Bryce to get out of there and throw smoke screens. You saw it here to end the game, and it was just devastating. And you see the look and the body language from Bryce Young. He just doesn't have any answers right now.
And we got to talk about this offensive line because we continue to see a lot of the same problems. Now, granted, there were a lot of injuries today as well, but when you got to dig deep like that, just what are you thinking as a player when you are struggling out there and it's hard to really just kind of get a grip on things, and you're seeing guys go down left and right? So.
Yeah, it's a domino effect. And those guys, you just look at them, they're second guys, they're third-team guys, they're guys that were on the practice squad. The injuries have depleted that unit, so it makes it tough to come in and execute. But I'm not so concerned with all the guys that were subbing in there. I'm concerned about Ike Ekwonu, a first-round pick, a top 10 pick a couple of years ago that has seemed to be going backwards in his development as a left tackle, protecting the blind side of Bryce Young.
And we also say how tough it is for, obviously when Adam Thielen couldn't really get going, so we need to see another receiver step up. Fortunately, we did see Jonathan Mingo, a pretty solid day for the rookie, 4 catches and 60 yards. Just one of the few positives, I guess, we saw in this game today.
And DJ Chark, let's give him some love. He came off the bench and he made some clutch catches, and you like to see that. But Jonathan Mingo, another rookie that was drafted in the 2nd round this year, you want to see him make impactful catches, and I thought that he did that. So there are some positives, some good things. You get the tight ends, they're all banged up. Just so many things that hurt this football team as far as being productive enough to put a ton of points on the board to win a game when your defense goes out and only gives up 17.
Yeah, only 10 points for the Carolina Panthers today in that loss to the Titans. Al, stick around. We're going to talk about your side of the ball, the defense, coming up later in the show, guys.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Well, as we mentioned at the top of the show, the seat is heating up for some of the play callers in Carolina. And here's a graphic that kind of gives a deeper look at that. Things have been far from steady under the direction of team owner David Tepper. Ron Rivera and Matt Rule have both been fired under his leadership. Frank Reich sitting at 1-10 in year 1. And with Tepper's history, it's not shocking to think Reich could suffer the same fate. What say you, Mike Lissette?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, remember, they just fired Christian Latanzio a couple of less than
that
a
was just
month
the football
ago.
side.
Like less than 2 months ago. And I think that actually might help Frank Reich in this instance. I mean, I think that even if you think if he's a rational person, he wouldn't even just say, hey, let's not fire everybody. Let's give him a little more time. Fact of the matter is, though, Carolina's offense, the reason why they brought Reich in place has not been moving at all. It's not been moving in the right direction. You're now starting to see regression from certain guys, particularly Bryce Young. So, I mean, what are you waiting for, I guess?
Do you think this is solely on coaching, though? That's my question, because I don't think I'm not in the camp that thinks this is coaching, firing Frank Reich and bringing in a new coach solves the issues here. I think the issues are way deeper.
No, they are. I mean, it's personnel. But the fact of the matter is, it was your personnel brought in by the head coach and the general manager, and you guys got the wrong guys in there, and they can't clear everybody out in the middle of the season. They can't do that. Someone's got to take the fall, and at this point, obviously, a lot of people on social media want it to be Frank Reich.
I think that's an easy out, and
I also
question the people that say, oh, it's past his prime type thing, because you have for me, it's so hard to believe because you have there's so much experience on that coaching staff for them not to figure it out. And you can say Frank Reich is old, but then what's the excuse for Thomas Brown? He's one of the young guns in here. I just don't think coaching is the biggest issue here. Yeah, okay,
it's
questionable
but
play calling here and there.
But what can you clear? I mean, first of all, the whole team is getting decimated by injuries, so you have a problem with the offensive line. Well, they're already hurt anyway, so you bring in guys that aren't prepared for the moment. Unfortunately, in professional sports and college sports, we've seen it's the coaches that take the fall first. Not fair, but that's the way it is.